Hello, thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. We're excited to let you know some more information about the mentorship role with MSAN. And we have a PowerPoint presentation that will give you like an overview of the role and go into some details about it as well. We hope that in this video you get to make an informed decision on whether this is an opportunity that aligns with your personal and professional life, which we hope that it does because we're always looking for mentors and we would love to welcome you on board. So my name is Marivel and I'm the Military Spouse Mentorship Program Director. And Traci's on with us today, and she's our program manager. I'll share a little bit about myself. So I started with MSAN about 5.5 years ago. It was at a time when I stumbled upon the organization on a social media site, and my husband was deployed, and my civilian friends couldn't relate to that lifestyle. So I stumbled upon MSAN, and I became a mentor for the Army team. And ever since then, I've just kind of worked my way up through different roles. Currently, we are stationed or lived in San Antonio. My husband retired in January, so we've just made San Antonio our home for now. And I just can't see life without MSAN. It's in everything that we do. It's we say we bleed purple because we are in MSAN in the hub and doing MSAN stuff all day long. So we're excited to share more information with you, and I'll let Traci share a little bit about her background as well.
So I'm Tracy. I'm the Military Spouse Mentorship Program Manager, and my spouse is Army Reserves for the AGR side. So he's the active component, and we've been in San Antonio for 2 years. So been with MSN for 6 years. Love it, and like Maribel said, I bleed purple, so not going anywhere. Love MSN. Love all that it's about. So we're excited to get to know you and share a little bit about our program.
So to tell you a little bit about our program, again, we're the Military Spouse Mentorship Program. We're just one program of MSAN. MSAN has a lot of other programs. This is just we go by MSMP. And I'm the director, Tracy's the manager, and we also have Christine, which is our coordinator. Christine helps us with all the analytics, and she helps us to ensure that our mentors are reaching their goals and kind of runs behind the scenes on assigning mentees to mentors as well. We also have what we call our branch mentors. These are basically the managers for each of the branches. We try to have a branch mentor for each of the branches. Currently, we have a few vacancies. We have a vacancy in the Marines and a vacancy in the Air Force. We do hope to have those filled shortly, but depending on your branch, you would report to either Rebecca, Marissa, the Emily's, Caroline, or whoever your new. For those ones that don't have a branch mentor currently, Tracy and I and our team were covering those branches, so you would report to us. But that's kind of your chain of command. As a mentor, you would report to your branch mentor, and then branch mentors report to Tracy, and so on from there as well.
We know that as a military spouse, you can't possibly know all the answers because life is changing, it's constantly updating, and just we don't know all the answers. We don't have all these same experiences, but we have all these wonderful wealth of knowledge within our MSN family. Our advocates are subject matter experts, and they are covering areas that are hot topics for military spouses like mental health and well-being, financial readiness, caregiving, deployment, as well as the others. And these advocates post daily in our mentorship hub on content related to their areas. You can reach out directly to them and ask them questions, ask them for additional support and resources. Maybe you've got a mentee that's asking a question and you're not familiar with it, or maybe you've exhausted your wealth of resources and you need more. You can reach out to the advocates directly. You can connect your mentees directly with them. You yourself can use them personally as well. And then, of course, utilize all the content that they're posting in the mentorship hub. Um, we have our ambassadors, which we call our boots on the ground. We're actually all ambassadors for MSAN, but these are our specific ambassadors that are out spreading the word about MSAN. We are a word of mouth organization. So they are doing briefings, they are attending events, they are going to their installations, going into their groups and their social circles and social media sharing about MSAN. And if you come on board with us, you are also just an unofficial ambassador sharing about MSAN.
So today, again, we're going to cover the peer-to-peer mentorship, which is one of the programs for the mentorship program, and then we are going to cover the hub. Hopefully, you're already on this platform. If not, please let us know in the email, or I believe the link is going to be sent anyways in the email for you to join. If you're already on there, amazing. Go ahead and look around, look at your specific branch page, your spouse's pages, see what other mentors are posting. You'll see everyone on there. So there's other requirements as well, like hours and a couple other requirements that we'll cover as well today.
So the peer-to-peer mentorship is the basis of our program. It is where it got started. Veronice, our founder and CEO, developed this about almost 11 years now, so 10 and a half years ago, as seeing those brand new military spouses coming out of basic training with their spouse, their significant other, not knowing where to go, where to start. So we have this peer-to-peer one-on-one mentoring. It's all virtual, which is amazing, which means you can take us wherever you go and you don't have to start up. The mentees mentor relationship can continue no matter where you are. You're mentoring, you're getting a mentee request and maybe they don't even know where to start. So you're going to help them with that process. Or maybe they come in with specific questions and you can answer those. Or maybe they just want someone to listen to them, that connection of another military spouse. We also we have found through the years that all military spouses of all seasons need support and need a mentor. So we get brand new military spouses, we get military spouses that are doing their first deployment or their first PCS, or now they've got kids, or maybe they're moving into retirement and they have all those questions about retirement, or maybe they have retired, but they still want that connection to that military community. So it's very well rounded in the different types of mentees that you'll get. Our numbers vary between the branches. Of course, the larger branches, Army, Navy, Air Force, tend to have an average of 8 to 10 mentees each, sometimes more. But the average number across the rest of the branches seems to be about 6 or so. But again, those numbers fluctuate and grow. But it's not a constant, like every single day mentee mentorship. It's typically once a week or once a month or even once a quarter. You're just developing that relationship with the mentees, trying to see them where they are and what they need where they are. And then sometimes we also support our other branches, which is really nice because sometimes we need to help one another and support to reach our ultimate goal, which is to support fellow military spouses. With that being said, we do have regular communication with our mentees, and you do set that up with them individually. It's always going to be through our official MSAN email account, which would be assigned to you. We have an official Zoom account, and then we have our Mentorship Hub chat feature in the hub. So those are your three ways. You don't use personal phone calls or any of that. It's all official. And we do ask that you reply every 3 days because we always want everyone to be getting a timely support that they need. And this is something that goes across all of MSAN. So our emails to you, your emails to us will always be replied back to within 3 days.
Perfect. Another form of mentorship is through the Mentorship Hub. So this is the platform that we have for all of our military spouses. So the members in there have to be vetted. They have to be military spouses, and there is an approval phase for that. But once in there, they'll be able to see you as a mentor in there. Your title will change as mentor and then your first name. So you'll be able to receive chat messages from the members in there. Maybe they have a question. Maybe they connected to something in your bio. Maybe they just need assistance on something. So they'll send you chat messages. So this is another form of mentorship. So we do require our mentors to log into the hub 3 times per week at a minimum. Some of us are in there every day, all day, and some of us check in those 3 times per week. Either way, we want to make sure that you do check that because of those chat messages, and maybe someone tagged you in a post that they want you to see. So we also require our mentors to have 5 engagements per week in the hub. That includes and encouraged to create 1 post per week minimum. You'll belong to different pages in the mentorship hub, so depending on what you're trying to post, you'll determine which one is the best for your post to go on to. The things that count towards these engagements are, again, creating a post, responding to other people's posts, interacting with new spouses, or sending chat messages. We never get to see the content of your chat messages. We just see the number of chat messages going back and forth. So again, that is another requirement for the mentors there. We do like to cover what we don't allow to be posted in the hub just to make sure that it aligns with you. We don't allow any specific religious holiday posts. This includes Halloween, Christmas, Easter. No events or organizations from religious backgrounds. No business advertising or fundraising, and no events with costs. So We have a list of resources that you can post on and partnerships that you can research and post on as well. But these are the items that are not allowed to be posted in the hub. And of course, if you ever have a question on whether something can be posted or not, your best point of contact will be your branch mentor, and they'll be able to guide you on that.
When you come on board with us, we want you to have the time to kind of settle into everything. So you come in under a 90-day introductory period where you're not being assigned mentees. At that time, you're learning how to navigate the mentorship hub, how to do those 5 engagements that Marivel spoke about, how to create posts, just how to navigate where everything is. You're learning all of our policies and procedures. You're communicating with your fellow mentors and your branch mentor. You're working on meeting those different requirements of your mentor role. And then you'll also have the opportunity to take our required mental health ally certification, which is 10 courses over 30 days. They're about an hour each. The time is just to learn all this. Now, if you get it all done right away and you are ready to get mentees and we feel that you're ready, we will absolutely assign them. But we give you that full 90 days to kind of settle in because we also know that you're doing MSAN along with your own family life and your all of that. So working it in takes some time to get settled in, but we will definitely work with you as that happens.
The part I know we touched on the 3 hour volunteer minimum per week. That I don't know that we did, but if not, here it is. There is a requirement for 3 hours per week as a volunteer with as for a mentor. We are required to submit these hours. We have an app for almost everything. We have an app for the hub. We have an app for this My Impact, which is where we submit the hours. So we're required to submit the hours by the 4th of the following month. So any hours for example, May would have been due on June 4th. How you submit the hours, you can work with that with your branch mentor to see if you want to submit them daily, weekly, in bulk at the end of the month. It's up to you. The important thing here is just to remember to submit your hours, right? And to give yourself credit for the work that you're doing for MSAN. So remember that anything that you're doing for MSAN counts towards these hours, whether that's researching a post, chatting, sending emails, being in the hub and checking everything out in the hub, that all counts towards your hours. So we tend to see that more often is where people submit a low amount of hours, even though we see that they're doing a significant amount of contributions to MSAN. So this is also a requirement because we're a nonprofit and we get a lot of our funding based on the hours that our volunteers submit. So this is important for those types of reports. But we also like to recognize our volunteers and give awards for different milestones that are reached for the hours. And shout outs and different things that happen when you reach those milestones as well.
And I don't think we mentioned it, but you touched on that we can report our hours however we like. You can also do all your 3 hours however works best for you. If that means 20 minutes here and there throughout the week, or that means after your kids go to bed at night, or maybe you're an early bird and it's before the kids get up, or maybe it's just during the day. It really works. So what's great is that it works within your schedule. So you can easily work this into what works best for you and your family. So a recap, it's that peer-to-peer one-on-one mentorship, and it's the mentorship hub where you are mentoring because you are a mentor in the mentorship hub. Your title changes to mentor and your name. So you are logging into there 3 times per week, checking things, seeing what's going on, seeing if you need to attend to anything. 5 engagements per week. So interacting, making yourself visible, interacting with our members there. Creating posts is always encouraged because we want you to share what you know. Share your stories, share your experiences, share your tips, share your resources. 3 hours per week and replying to all communications within 3 days.
Awesome. So if you can stop your slideshow, Tracy, I just want to say too that you're fully trained to become a mentor. So it's not like we're just gonna say, okay, great, you're done. Like you can go be a mentor. There is a training that goes on with this. Tracy's in charge actually of that training. So it's not like we just say anybody can be a mentor. There's a formal training process and obviously expectations that people are checking to make sure that you met your hours and met your engagement. So it's not like any other volunteer where you can do it kind of at your own pace, at your own time. Like this does have those requirements because we're serving a community that needs us. So at any time, like mentees can come in and request a mentor and they might be in a situation that needs our immediate attention. And we have a whole different policy for emergency situations, but Our 3-day reply allows you to not be available like all the time, every second. We don't expect that from anybody. So you do have that 3-day window to reply to emails and chats and things that are of, not an emergency situation. So just keep that in mind that there is a full train. You're fully supported. We don't expect anyone to know all the answers, like Tracy said. So we have, if you don't know the answer, you can reach out to your fellow mentors in your same branch, and then you can reach out outside to all the mentors. We have advocates, you have us, you have our entire team. We reach all the way up to the president, Veronice, of the company to get answers for our mentees, and she's never failed us. Like, we've always been able to take care of everyone. So just rest assured that you have our full support to be able to be a great mentor, which we have no doubt. We love to see mentors come in and grow within our own organization. There's a lot of growth with MSAN. You can start as a mentor, become a branch mentor, and there's tons of other departments. We have HR, communications, different departments. So there's a lot of growth opportunities as well with MSAN.
And we are happy to answer any and all questions because we definitely want you just to be have all the knowledge to make this decision.